Hey everybody, Very Good Mining here. You guys know I am bullish on Kaspa, but I want to talk about realistically how we're at a crossroads for miners. We are having a difficult time with the price action on Kaspa, obviously, and the whole market is down. And we're having some signs of stress show up. We have Humpool, one of the very large Kaspa mining pools, shutting down. They've announced it is with regret that Humpool will soon suspend its mining pool services. Thank you for your support and trust. And the date will be June 27th, 2026. So just wanted to let you guys know, if you're not following me on X, you might not have seen this. You should follow me on X if you haven't. But I wanted to do a quick video talking about all kinds of other stuff. But this is important. If you are mining on Humpool and you don't have any backup pool set up, you might want to consider switching your primary pool away from Humpool and setting new backup pools. If you do have a backup pool set up, you'll probably flip over to your backup pool on this date anyway. But something to consider, just something to keep an eye on. It's already hard enough to be profitable with Kaspa mining right now, let alone if you don't realize your miner shut off because the pool you're using shut down. So, um, consider switching pools and consider mining to your own node. Now let's look at some other things like the Kaspa hash rate. I like using Kaspa.stream. The hash rate currently is 426.7 petahash, and that is down significantly from the peak. Visually, you can see a little bit better on 2miners.com. The all-time high, December 2024, we're like around 1.4, almost 1.5 exahash, and we have dropped off a cliff because the profitability has dropped off a cliff. Also, the emission schedule is so aggressive. I've talked about this in a lot of videos, but I'll bring it up again. Current block reward is 2.75 Kaspa per block. So this is a very aggressive chromatic emission schedule. So we're running out of room for emissions to keep miners profitable. The price of the coin is obviously down. We're at a little over 3 cents today, and um, considering the whole market is down, there's only a few miners that are profitable at even like hosting rates. Let's take a look at ASIC miner value. I like checking them out for some profitability numbers. It's easy to see, like I put Kaspa on as a filter. So now the only miners that are profitable at like an 8 cent electric rate, we got the KS7, the most powerful miner that's available from Bitmain. That's the 45 terahash model, by the way. There's also apparently a 40 terahash model. So, if you got good silicone, you might get 45 terahash. $2.25 a day. And then the 40 terahash version from Bitmain is $2 per day. Next thing you got is a KS0, which surprisingly, we're talking about 65 watts, 100 gigahash. I'm kind of surprised to say you're only losing 11 cents on a KS0, but it's such low wattage. And then the KS0 Ultra, you're only losing 11 cents a day, but at the same time, you're not really gaining much Kaspa. I still have some KS5 Pros running, and let me go ahead and click into those. KS5 Pro, losing $2 a day on this machine. So I don't want to run like this for much longer. And I did a video earlier this year where I was solo mining and I was doing well, and I was pretty excited because I was beating the pool at the time, and the profitability was really nice, and these machines were not that expensive to buy because a lot of people are selling them. There's a lot on the market. I think I got these for around a little over $500. Now I I'm gonna just be honest. I regret buying these because now I'm losing $2 a day. At this time, sorry, in January, Kaspa was a little like around 5 cents or so, and I was profitable, but only for a short amount of time, and then everything crashed again after the Iran war started. So it's a difficult time for Kaspa miners, and I just want to be honest about it. I am bullish on Kaspa. You guys have seen a lot of videos lately where I've talked about the Takata hard fork. Now this is another part where I'm saying we're at a crossroads, just like I started the video. We're at a crossroads because the Takata hard fork is happening June 5th, and it's Saturday, May 30th right now. So about a week from now, it should be between actually June 5th and June 20th. So about a week from now, we might get the hard fork, or it could be almost a month, 3 weeks or to a month from now. There's no guarantee it'll happen, but the window they're shooting for is June 5th to June 20th, and there's still things to work out on testnet, I'm sure, before we go mainnet. But the other thing I've talked about in recent videos is it doesn't mean instant profitability. It means that it is a more capable chain. But there are some apps that are coming out pretty quickly that maybe will help with some mining profitability. Check out some of those recent videos where I talk about will Kaspa power AI agents. Check out my video where I talk about will Takata save Kaspa mining. I've recently talked about selling 1 million Kaspa. I'm DCing out of a portion of my bag to make sure that I can lock in some profits in case things get worse. So check out some of my recent videos. Um, I don't want to sound too bearish on Kaspa right now because I am bullish on Kaspa overall as a project. But the reality of the situation is it's pretty difficult times. So check out these videos for some of the Takata information and why I still do have hope and I'm still mining Kaspa. But I do want to be realistic, like I said. So there's some other things that have been going on lately. I brought up in a few videos, and people keep asking me about this. And I've had some conversations with other people about things like Cascade, like lending platforms. This is from Egra Labs, layer 2 EVM sequenced on Kaspa, powered by an in-house Oracle. So this is, it says built for humans and AI agents alike, which is interesting because that's what my video was about the other day. I told you guys, will Kaspa power AI agents? So there's a lot of projects and a lot of applications that are being built, kind of future proofing and getting ready for AI agents using Kaspa and using the ecosystem. So pretty cool. If you don't know Cascade, you can do different things like supply and borrow, like stable coins, ICAS, things like that. People have been asking me lately about CoinRabbit. I've been talking about that. I just took a loan out. I would recommend you can put up BTC, but it took a while for the BTC to go through, and that's nothing to say about CoinRabbit. It's just, I hate to say it, but Bitcoin is a bit slow. It took about an hour for the Bitcoin to, go through, and I got my stable coins, but it took about an hour. I would probably recommend if you're going to use something, use like Solana or, Cardano, or, if you have any other um, coins that move faster on chain, I would recommend that because it took about an hour with Bitcoin. So anyway, check out CoinRabbit. Links to everything's in the description. Now let's talk about this KS5 Pro situation. Um, I don't want to mine at a loss for an extended period of time. And when we bounce back up to 4 cents, I can stomach the loss at 4 cents, like the loss per day, with hopes that things will turn around and maybe these machines will become profitable again. But I don't want to run at a loss for too long. That's why I'm glad I have other miners. I have some script miners. They're hosted over at Terra Hosting. Um, so check out Terra Hosting. I don't want to let these run at a loss of $2 when something like my L9s are making me. Let's check actually. Yeah, my L9s um, are still profitable, even though things have gone pretty wonky lately. So at an 8 cent electric rate, still making, let's see, still making 75 cents a day, even though the price of like Dogecoin and Litecoin is way down. These have been one of my better choices lately. So there's an opportunity cost when you're paying for electricity. That's why I like hosting with Terra Hosting. They have as low as a 7.5 cent electric rate if you have a lot of miners to run. Fill out the form, click on the link in the description, check them out. You can also buy ASICs from them if you guys are looking to purchase any ASICs at the time. So these are some things to consider. The supply of Kaspa is mostly mined. I mean, we're at 95%. And, in our lifetime, it's very realistic that we'll see the end of the mineable Kaspa, and we'll start having to survive on fees. Like, we won't be making any new blocks after about another 10 years, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's 2037, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, I mean, we're running out of Kaspa to mine. The price appreciation has not been helpful at all, and we are counting on adoption to survive. So, I want to know what you guys think. Let me know. Like, would you hold on to these machines? Would you just shut them down and hold on to them, hoping that the price will appreciate and maybe you could flip them, sell them if things really get bullish? There's a lot of people that have held on to like Z15, like Zcash miners, you know what I mean? And they've done really well holding on to something that was barely making any money, and then all of a sudden the coin pumped and now the machines are worth a ton of money. So it's very interesting, the crypto landscape. Things can change really fast. That's why I've held on to these miners. That's why for now I'm continuing to mine. But I don't want the opportunity cost to get away from me. I don't want to continue to mine at a loss with those miners when I could do something else. Like I could sell them and maybe buy another L9 just so I'm staying more profitable. So you guys tell me what you think. Also, I wanted to announce I'm going to be giving away Tangent wallets in upcoming videos. They just arrived. Um, and they're at my PO box, but I'm out of town, like I said. So once I get back in town, I'll start doing some giveaways. These are going to be 2 card Tangent wallets I'll be giving away. So in those videos in the future, I'll let you know what you need to do for your chance to win. For now, if you're still looking to pick up a Tangent wallet anyway, there's a buy one get one 50% off sale going right now. Plus, you get $10 in Bitcoin rewards if you buy a Stealth or Black card. You can get one of the color collection cards for 50% off. And also, you can get 10% off always with discount code Greater Good. That will apply to this discount as well. So if you're looking to get some nice cold storage wallets, stack and keep your fingers crossed for a bull run, that's kind of what I'm doing. Use discount code Greater Good. And I appreciate you guys watching. Just let me know what you think. What are you doing? Are you mining still? Are you shutting down? Are you hoping to flip hardware when things become profitable? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and keep an eye out for future videos.